Morning, boys. We will continue the exercise number 2.10. So, before that, I left one problem yesterday in exercise number 2.9, the sum number 6. So, after this exercise, we will see the sum number 6. This is exercise number 2.10. So, in this exercise we are going to learn about the gamma integrations. So, we have some formulas, gamma n is equal to n minus 1 into gamma n minus 1 and so on. Then gamma 1 by 2 is replaced by square root of 5. See, this is just like a factorial, you have to write in descending order. So, n factorial you know how to write, n into n minus 1 into extra up to 1. In the same way, you have to expand the gamma integrations like factorial format. So, no new concept. The only thing you have to memorize, the gamma of 1 by 2 is square root of 5. That is all. So, based on this, we will see some problems. Then after that, we will go to that sum number 6 of the previous exercise. So, these are the formulas. So, just we have to remember. Now, we will go to the sum number 1, it is gamma 4. See, how do you find out the value of gamma 4 by using this formula? That is gamma n, in the place of n what is given here 4. So, 4 minus 1 of gamma 4 minus 1, that is 3 gamma 3. Again same formula, n is replaced by 3. So, 3 minus 1, 2, then 2. So, 3 into 2, again n is replaced by 2, that is 2 minus 1, 1. 1 into gamma 1. Gamma 1 is nothing but 1. So, 3 2s are 6, 6 into 1, 1. So, gamma 1 is nothing but 1. So, we will get 6. Boys, this is very easy. We have another formula also, n plus 1. You have to write the next number of n is n plus 1. Based on that also we can do it, but this is very simple method. If it is given n, you have to take the previous number, the same number should be under the gamma. 4, what is the previous number of 4? 3. So, the same number should be inside the gamma. What is the previous number of 3? 2. So, same will be in the gamma. What is the previous number of 2? 1. The same number should be under gamma integrations. Then gamma integration of 1 is 1. That's all, very simple. Likewise, so you will go for 8. How to write? What is the previous number of 8? 7 into gamma 7. Then next 7. What is the previous number of 7? 6 into gamma 6. So, what is the previous number of 6? 5. Gamma 5. What is the previous number of 5? 4. Gamma 4. So, 7 into 6 into 5 into 4. What is the previous number of 4? 3. Gamma 3. And 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into what is the previous number of 3? 2. Gamma 2. 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into what is the previous number of 2? 1. So, then gamma 1. Gamma 1 is nothing but 1. So, this is the process. You see, it is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is just like factorial format. The same factorial format you can apply for gamma integration, that is all. So, you have to apply these. If you know straight away this gamma 4, you can write 3 into 2 into 1, you can write. You will always welcome to write the final step without representing these 3 steps. Just for your understanding, I did with the formula method. For example, these 2 problems, this is not there in the textbook. Just for examples, I said. It is holds to only when n is greater than 1. So, no negative numbers are allowed in gamma integration. If it is negative, then you will go for another one concept. Clear? So, this is just like the factorial format. You see gamma 8. How do you write 8 less than 8? That is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, except the number. Clear? So, this is the method of calculating the gamma integrations by using the given numbers. Whatever the number is given, natural number should be the natural number, and also fractions also allowed to find out the gamma integrations. So, by using the formula, you can use this formula to find what are the values given in the place of n under the gamma integration. So, these are the process. Clear? So, now we will go to the sum number 2. Very simple exercise. Sum number 2, it is given gamma 9 by 2. It is fractional format, it is greater than 1. It is not less than 1. So, what is the process? According to the formula, you have to subtract 1 from 9 minus 9 by 2. That is 9 by 2 minus 1. Take cross multiplication, you will get 9 minus 7 by 2, which will give you, 9 minus 2, which will give you 7 by 2. Cross multiply. 1 9 is 9, minus 2 into 1, 2 by 2, that is 7 by 2. So, you have to reduce 1 by 1. If you reduce again 1, then you will get 5 by 2. 5 by 2 minus 1, 3 by 2. 3 by 2 minus 1 is 1 by 2. If you subtract minus 1 by 2, minus 1, then you will get minus 1 by 2. This is not allowed. Negative numbers are not allowed under gamma integrations. Just for your examples I said, just you have to subtract. So, now what will be the first answer will come? I am doing this gamma integration straight away. 7 by 2 into 5 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 1 by 2 into, you will get gamma 1 by 2. If you subtract 1 by 2 minus 1, here if you subtract 1 by 2 minus 1, you will get minus 1 by 2. This is not allowed. That is what we have on formula, gamma of 1 by 2 is replaced by root 2. So, 7 by 2, 5 by 2, 3 by 2 into 1 by 2 into, that gamma 1 by 2 is replaced by root pi. Clear? So, negative numbers are not allowed inside the gamma integration. This is for your understanding purpose I did. If you subtract, you will get 7 by 2. 7 by 2 minus 1, 5 by 2. 5 by 2 minus 1, 3 by 2. 3 by 2 minus 1, 1 by 2. Then if you subtract minus 1, you will get minus 1 by 2. That is not allowed. That is what I did. See, 7 by 2, 5 by 2, 3 by 2, 1 by 2. But you cannot subtract minus 1 from, you cannot subtract 1 from 1 by 2. If you subtract, get minus 1 by 2. This is not allowed. That is why I kept as it is. So, gamma 1 by 2 is nothing but square root of pi. That is a formula. Just you have to subtract 1 from the given number. That is all. If you get any negative number inside the gamma, then that should be replaced by, it is 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2, then you can replace that is by square root of pi. Clear? So, you will get only, if it is fractional format only, you will get 1 by 2. If it is whole number, you cannot get 1 by 2. Is it possible to get fraction when you subtract from that natural number? No, it is not possible. Only if it is fractional number, you will get minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 is not allowed in gamma integration. Therefore, if it is possible to get minus 1 by 2, then you no need to subtract. Just you have to replace the gamma integration 1 by 2 by square root of pi. Then you have to simplify this one. You will get 105 by 16 root pi. Clear? So, I am doing straight away without using the formula like previous problem. So, you can do straight away by subtracting 1 whatever the problem is given under gamma integrations. Clear? So, this is the simple method. Now, we will go to the sum number 3, that is, so here afterwards only 119 answer. So, do not worry that you will get difficult one, it is very simple. You can apply this gamma integration even if you find these type of model problems in the previous exercise also, that is allowed. So, this general format 0 to infinity e power minus ax into x power n e power minus ax into dx. Formula is n factorial by a power n plus 1. So, this is the formula. If you have any integrand in terms of exponential format, Remember, there should be minus. If it is positive, you cannot apply this method. So if it is for negative sign, you have to apply this formula, and provided your limit should be always 0 to infinity. So you can apply this formula only when 0 to infinity, and power of e should be -1. Clear? So you see this format. Even if you don't have x power n, x format, if you have only the limit 0 to infinity and e power some values, you can apply this formula. Clear? For example, 0 to infinity, e power minus 5x into dx. Either you can do straight away normal integration. You know how to find normal integration. E power x is e power x, then minus 5. Then you have to apply the upper limit and lower limit. Clear? So what is the upper limit? Minus 1 by 5 e power infinity minus e power 0. When you apply in the place of x by infinity, you will get infinity. Infinity, anything is always infinity. Then minus the lower limit, e power 0 is 0 and anything always, therefore e power 0. 0 doesn't have any negative sign, infinity also doesn't have any negative sign, so no need to write minus sign, nothing wrong, even if you mention the minus sign. Clear? So minus 1 by e power anything is, e power infinity is 0, e power 0 is 1, because anything power 0 is 1. So you take minus 1 by 5 inside, you get 1 by 5. Clear? Now let me to check this according to this formula. Do you have any x? No. Therefore that is 0 factorial, because n is power of x. There is no x term, which means what is there? You have to write that is x power 0. You can rewrite the question like x power 0 e power minus 5x into dx. Because anything power 0 is 1. 1 into e power minus is minus 5x. So based on this one, here n is 0 factorial. I am applying this formula. 0 factorial. What is your a? Minus 5. You should not take minus 5. You can take only positive because there is no minus. So 5 power. What is your n? 0 plus 1. So 0 factorial 1, that you know already. Then 5 power 0 plus 1. 5 power 1. So answer is what? 1 by 5. See? Both are same. So either you can do directly without using gamma integration. If it is 0 to infinity, e power minus 5x into dx. You can apply, if you see anywhere in this format, even when x is not present in integrand, you can apply by taking the integrand, that is x power 0, into the given function, then apply this formula, get same answer, provided the limit should be always 0 to infinity. If you got different limits, then you cannot apply this formula. Clear? Just for your understanding purpose, I explained with both the method, normal integration and gamma integration, when x factor is not given in the integrand part with exponential format. So you can apply this formula only when power of e should be negative. If it is positive, you cannot apply this formula with respect to the limit 0 to infinity. Now we will see some problems, that is 0 to, that is sum number 3, 0 to infinity e power minus mx x power 6 into dx. This is under multiplication, so doesn't matter about that. You don't think this, sir, here it is first you have x factor, next it is exponential factor, nothing wrong. It is under factor, that is under multiplication. So you can take, what is your n? N is equal to 6. What is your a? Even if it is given minus, you should not take negative value, you have to take only the positive one. A is equal to m. So just you have to apply the formula n factorial by a power n plus 1. What is your n? 6 factorial by, what is your a? m 6 plus 1. So you will get 6 factorial by m power 7. So if you want to expand 6 factorial, you can expand and simplify, nothing wrong. So what will be the answer? When you expand the 6 factorial, you can expand 6 factorial as 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So what will be the answer? 6 5s are 30, 30 into 4, 120, 120 into 3 2s are 6. So how much? 720. So you can multiply and write. Clear? Maybe my multiplication will be wrong. You check and write the numerator by the denominator m power 7. Clear? So no need to expand. Even if you want to expand, you can expand, nothing wrong. Clear? So just you have to multiply and do the problem and complete your answers. Otherwise you can leave it as it is. Now I will go to sum number. We will go to sum number 4. 4 is just like same method, you please do it, and we will go to sum number 5. 0 to infinity, it is given e power minus x by 2 x power 5 into dx. Same format, x term, whether is x factor is there or not, doesn't matter. I told you already, I explained with this help of one examples. But be careful, see that 0 to infinity. Power of e is negative. So you can apply this formula. Otherwise you cannot apply the gamma integrations. Now immediately you have to find out what is a. You will take minus 1 by 2. If you take minus 1 by 2, your answer is wrong. So you have to take a is equal to only the positive, even if it is given negative sign. So don't take a is equal to 1 by 2 straight away. That is wrong. So you have to take only a is equal to coefficient of x, that is 1 by 2. So what is our n? N is equal to 5. Then same formula, n factorial by a power n plus 1. What is our n? 5 factorial by a is 1 by 2. Don't take minus 1 by 2. This is wrong. You have to take only 1 by 2. 1 by 2 power 5 plus 1, which will give you 5 factorial by 1 by 2 power 6. If you simplify, you can simplify and write, otherwise you can leave it as it is. Clear? So what will be the answer? Denominator have fraction format, it will become 2 power 6 into 5 factorial. So 2 power 6 into 5 factorial. So you can leave it as it is, otherwise you can complete by using the calculator. Calculate with the help of the calculator, otherwise you can multiply simply, you will get the answer. Or you can leave it as it is. That is your wish. We will not reduce the mark. Clear? So be careful. You have to take only the coefficient of x, the positive one. You don't take minus 1 by 2, you will get wrong answer. Just for your understanding purpose, I did both. Be careful. So don't leave it, don't take a is minus 1 by 2. You have to take always a is equal to positive value, though it is given negative 1. Clear? So next one. The last problem, second Roman number, then we will go to the 2.9 last problem. The sum number 2, it is given f of x, x square e power minus 2x. Find 0 to infinity f of x into dx. So, it is nothing. 0 to infinity, you replace f of x by x square minus 2x into dx. So very simple. You see limit is 0 to infinity, power of e is negative, therefore you can apply the gamma integration. So n is equal to power of x is 2 and a is the coefficient of x of power of e, you have to take minus 2 or plus 2. If you take minus 2, your answer is wrong. I told you always you have to take only the positive value of exponential format, though it is given a minus. Apply this formula, you will get 2 factorial by 2 power 2 plus 1, 2 factorial by 2 power 3. So just you have to expand it, you will get answer. Clear? Just you have to simplify. How do you simplify? What? 2 into 1, 2 power 3 is nothing, 8, that is 4. So you will get 1 by 4. So simplify and write. So this is a very simple exercise, and remember, so most of you are taking a as minus 2 because it is given minus 2. If you take minus 2, you will get wrong answer. Be careful, you take always positive value. So next we will go to the previous exercise. I gave us homework. Clear? So we will do it now. This is exercise number 2.8. Now exercise number 2.9, the last problem. Exercise 2.9, the last problem, sixth sum, 0 to 1, x by 1 minus x 3 by 4 into dx. So just remember, see what is the upper limit? 1. 1 is there in one part of the integrand. So you have to replace the formula, that is integration 0 to a f of x dx is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x into dx. This you have to apply. So when you apply this method, so please remember that if it is directly integrate after applying this property, you can integrate. Otherwise, you will go for I method. Yesterday itself I said very clearly. So now I am replacing x by, what is that? A minus x. You have to replace x is equal to a minus x. What is a here is given 1. So 1 minus x. So 0 to 1, 1 minus x by 1 minus of 1 minus x power 3 by 4. I made mistakes. 1 minus of 1 minus x power 3 by 4 into dx. Clear? So 0 to 1, 1 minus x dx. When I take minus inside, minus 1 plus x 3 by 4, these two get cancel. So what will be that remainder? 0 to 1, 1 minus x into dx by x power 3 by 4. So now you can see the result. I can separate the numerator with respect to the denominator. Clear? I can easily separate the numerator with respect to the denominator, that is 0 to 1, 1 by x power 3 by 4 minus x by 3 to the power x to the power of 3 by 4 into dx. So after that, you know, you can take this denominator to numerator, or you can apply when the variables are the denominator. Just to remember that, how do you integrate this one? I told you very clearly, reduce 1 in the power and change the sign to x square, isn't it? So you have to apply this method for the first term. Here you can power 1. When you subtract this, you have power as how much? 1 by 4. So when the power is the numerator, so just you have to add. Normal integration will get answer. Here no need to apply I method. So even you can easily simplify without applying this property also for this problem. This is a linear function, isn't it? So this is a linear function. We dealt this model in exercise number 2.1 itself. You have to add and subtract, depends upon the denominator constant. So when you add and subtract with year 1, then this is a linear function. Apply the linear combination method, add and subtract to bring the numerator at least one term as like denominator, eliminate, you will get straight away the answer without using the definite integral. By using the definite integral also, see, I got like this format. So apply this property over here, then you started to simplify by integrate, then substitute the limits, upper limit and the lower limit, you will get answer. Or if you apply the linear combination also straight away without using this property, you will get answer. Clear? So don't think that you will get different answers. See, I did up to the steps. You try at home by applying this integration format. Clear? So even if you are not able to get answer, then I will teach you. So you have to try. This is for your example I set. How to integrate when the variable in the denominator based on the concept when the variable is the denominator, you have to change the sign. Clear? And reduce 1 in the power, that should be the multiplier, the same should be the power of x. So based on this concept, what will come here? Minus, you have to change the sign, plus will become minus. So when you reduce minus 1, what will be the answer? X power minus 1 by 4, again will get minus 1 by 4, this minus will get cancelled. So you will get minus 1 by 4, when you bring it to the numerator, this minus 1 by 4 will become plus 1 by 4. So apply this over, and this is very normal integration because you have x power 1 by 4, add, you will get x power 3 by, that is 5 by 2 by 5 by 2, then you can apply the simplification, algebraic simplification method. After replacing the upper limit and the lower limit, you will get the answer. So you try at home. Clear? So next class, I will teach the remaining part of this question. And one more thing is I like to inform you that yesterday, that the ratio when 0 to pi by 2, so whenever the limit is starting from 0 to pi by 2, you will get normally the ratio sin cos. So instead of sin cos, you may have the formula like this also, 1 plus root tan x. This is also called ratio. But we don't have formula. When you replace pi by 2, you never get that integrand. Straight away you cannot integrate. Therefore, I can rewrite this tan x by using the concept. I have formula to find tan x, that is sin x by cos x. I have a formula for cot x also, cos x by sin x. So, when the question is given 0 to pi by 2 or pi by 6 to pi by 3, like dx by 1 plus square root of cot x. I am just differentiating the limit by using the different ratio, but both are same only. Don't confuse. They will give in terms of 0 to pi by 2 or pi by 6 to pi by 3, because when you add pi by 6 plus pi by 3, this is 30 degree and this is 60 degree, which will give you 90, that is pi by 2. So when you add these two limit, when it comes pi by 2 or 90 degree, then you can apply that definite integral property I method. So you cannot apply directly that after applying the definite integral like previous model. Just now I taught. You cannot apply straight away in the case of ratio. Surely you can apply in the case of ratio I method. You cannot apply direct method after applying the definite integral method. See these two problems. I will teach with the help of the tan x, then you itself do for cot x by using that formula. Tan x is sin x by cos x, where cot x is cos x by sin x. Clear? So we will see one problem based on this concept. The remaining one you can do it yourself. So 0 to pi by 2, 1 plus, this tan x should be replaced by sin by cos, that is standard formula. So I am replacing tan x by using the formula for tan x, that is sin x by cos x. It is inside the square root, therefore I am right all the ratio inside the square root. Square root of sin x by square root of cos x. Applying the cross multiplication, 0 to pi by 2. So dx by cross multiply, you will get square root of cos x plus square root of sin x over square root of cos x. Denominator by denominator goes to numerator. Based on the concept, I will get 0 to pi by 2 square root of cos x into dx by square root of cos x plus square root of sin x. So to 0 to pi by 2 square root of cos x by square root of cos x plus square root of sin x into dx. Equation number 1. So next you have to apply the property now. What is what property that is supposed to apply? X is equal to a minus x. Here x is what? A is pi by 2. So pi by 2 minus x. So replace wherever x in integrand by pi by 2 minus x by definite integral property. So I is equal to 0 to pi by 2 cos of pi by 2 minus x, square root of cos pi by 2 minus x plus square root of sin pi by 2 minus x into dx. So you know already what is cos pi by 2 minus x. Cos pi by 2 minus x is nothing but sin. Cos 90 minus is sin x, sin 90 minus is cos x. So that yesterday itself I wrote formula, refer that formula 0 to pi by 2. Now cos will become sin x, sin will become cos x. Equation number 2. Now you can see both denominator of the equation number 1 and 2 is same, only the terms are interchanged, but there is no changes in the sign. Therefore, you can add 1 and 2, you will get 2i. When you add, you have to add the left side as well as right side. So 0 to pi by 2, same denominator. As you know in the lower classes, if the denominators are same, you can straight away add the numerator. So based on the concept, I am adding that numerator alone because the denominators are same on both equations. So these two get straight away cancelled, so you get 2y is equal to 0 to pi by 2 dx. What is the integration of constant? X. So 2i is equal to x, 0 to pi by 2, apply the upper limit and the lower limit. Lower limit is 0, so when you replace 0, they will get always 0. So I is equal to pi by 4. That's all. So when the limits are given in terms of pi by 3 and pi by 6, same model, no difference. Here only you will get some different answers. Clear? So the last will be get changed due with respect to the given limits. So this is the method. You please try at home by using which one? Cortex. In the place of tan x, you may have cortex also. So don't confuse. You may have chance of asking these models in examinations. So be careful. Don't think that you can apply this property only when the limit is given 0 to pi by 2. Even this, you can apply this property even the limits from pi by 6 to pi by 3. When you add upper limit and the lower limit, it will give you exactly 90 degree, that is pi by 2. Then you have to apply this definite integral format. Clear? So we will see that last exercise of this chapter in the next class. Clear, boys? Thank you.